Hi there, my name is Carla and we're going to be going through how an offset or redraw facility can maximize your loan savings without sacrificing flexibility. By having a strategic approach to managing your home loan, you can save thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. This presentation explores how healthcare professionals specifically can leverage offset accounts and redraw facilities to manage their finances. Time and time we get asked the question, Carla, why do I need to have this account? Why is this important? Does this even matter? And yes, absolutely it does. We want to try and save you thousands of dollars, and utilizing your offset account or redraw features can save you thousands of dollars in interest over the life of your mortgage. It effectively allows you to access the compound effect. By putting in $1,000, let's just say from the minute you got your home loan, that's going to have a compound effect over the 30 years. You can decide to put more money in there during the stages of your home loan, or you can put it in up front. So any time you put it in the account, it's going to have an advantage. And part of that advantage is it actually potentially can cut years off your loan term, freeing you from your debt sooner if you let it sit in there. It also gives you better cash flow. It allows you to improve your financial flexibility without necessarily increasing your repayment amounts, particularly valuable for healthcare professionals with variable income patterns. So any money that you put into those accounts, whilst it's effectively reducing your home loan accountable interest, it also allows you to pull that money out if you actually need it. It's not stuck. What is an offset account? There is a difference between an offset account and a redraw account. An offset account is a transaction account linked to your loan. The way that I like to liken it is, imagine your home loan is a bag and you've got a wallet inside your bag. The wallet acts as your offset facility. It acts completely separate. It allows you to, it functions as a typical bank, so you can use your card and go use that cash to go buy your coffees and get paid into the account, but it's directly connected to your home loans. Any money that's in there effectively reduces your loan. It reduces the interest-bearing balance. Every dollar in your offset reduces the loan balance that accrues interest, and you have access to full funds. If you look here, it says you've got your home loan and that's $500,000, but you've put $50,000 in your offset account. Rather than getting charged interest on $500,000, you're actually only going to get charged interest on the $450,000 that's there, because you've put money against the loan. A misconception is that offset accounts reduces repayments. If you have a principal and interest loan, your scheduled repayments remain unchanged. If you have a mortgage and let's just say it's $500,000, and each month you're required to pay $3,500 per month, regardless of how much money you put into your offset account, you still have to put the same amount of repayments towards your home loan. But more of your repayment goes towards reducing the principal balance. This results in a faster loan reduction and an earlier payoff. However, if you do have an interest-only loan, the offset directly reduces the interest charged. Your monthly repayment can actually be low. So let's just say you put $50,000 interest only, but you've got $50,000 parked against that interest only facility. Well, you don't need to pay the interest on there because there's no money that's being withdrawn. And this is particularly benefit during interest only periods. Offset accounts don't lower your standard repayments of P&I loans, but they can accelerate your loan reduction by directly making each of your payments go more towards your principal. And that's a win because we want to lower the balance as fast as we can. What's a redraw facility? So a redraw facility is very similar to an offset. However, it's like the bag itself. When you think about a redraw facility, it's all in one. You can make extra payments above your minimum required payment to build a buffer of funds. Let's just say your minimum repayment is $2 a month and you decide to put $2.50 a month. That extra 50 cents will sit in your redraw account, available for you to access that at any time. Each payment reduces your loan principal immediately, and it directly decreases your interest charges. So I've got the example here. If your minimum repayment is $2,000 but you pay $2,500, the extra $500 goes into your redraw facility, accessible when needed, whilst reducing the interest in the time. Something that you should be aware of with your offset and redraw accounts is that an offset account is accessible whenever you need it, so it operates like an everyday transaction account. However, when you do have a redraw account, it does differ slightly because some accounts may say you can only withdraw $500 at a time, or they say there's a limit to how many times you can access that money per year. There are limitations with a redraw facility. Offset versus redraw. The features. When you look at an offset account, it's instant like any bank account, whereas a redraw account may have delays or restrictions. Transaction flexibility. With an offset account, you can have daily transactions permitted and you can do whatever you will like a standard transaction account. However, a redraw facility may have limited or scheduled access. Psychological effect. It's visible funds, it's easy to spend. Whereas a redraw facility, it's out of sight, out of mind, it's attached to your home loan. It does, for more people, encourage discipline. The other thing is interest calculation. They both do the same thing. It reduces, with an offset account, it reduces the interest calculated daily, whereas a redraw reduces principal first, then the interest. And fee structure. With an offset account, they typically attract fees. Some banks will charge you a $10 fee per month, whereas other accounts may not charge any fees at all, but typically offset accounts do attract fees, whereas a redraw facility may have withdrawal fees. Different types of fees. Typically with an offset account, you have more monthly fees associated or annual fees, whereas a redraw facility is likely to attract no fees, but some accounts may say, or some banks may say, if you do withdraw X amount, there's a slight fee attached to it. Something you should be aware of when you're weighing up your options. This is a real story of Ben and Priya. Their initial loan was $600,000 with a standard variable rate mortgage. They'd put $30,000 in their offset balance as an emergency fund, which we highly recommend. Whenever you buy a property, always want to keep an emergency fund available and handy for yourself because you get benefits on both sides. Not only do you have the benefit of if you need the cash, it's readily accessible and available, but you also have the benefit of it reducing your interest over the life of your loan. By putting that $30,000 in their offset, this couple effectively saved $120,000 worth of interest over the life of their loan and were able to pay off their home loan 4 years earlier with full access to their savings. As a healthcare professionals with variable income, Ben and Priya valued having full access to their savings whilst reducing their interest substantially. It can have that added benefit. Why it works for healthcare workers. Variable income patterns. So offset accounts provide flexibility for healthcare professionals with inconsistent income from shift work, locum positions, or private practice. Higher LVR loans with LMI waivers. Healthcare professionals often qualify for higher LVR loans. LVR means loan to value ratio. And having an offset or redraw feature maximizes the value of these special lending terms because that money that you would have typically put towards your deposit, which keeps you paying over a 30 mortgage, you can pop it into your offset account and potentially cut off years of your home loan. And it also forces discipline saving. A redraw facility supports saving for future needs, medical equipment, continued education, or practice expansion whilst reducing your interest costs. There's benefits all around. Ask your broker. We're obviously a mortgage broker and you can ask us anytime, but if you have a mortgage broker, feel free to have a chat with them to understand your loan features. Does my loan offer both an offset and redraw facility? Are there access fees or transaction limits on either? Multiple accounts. Can I have multiple offset accounts linked to my home loan? How would this benefit my particular financial situation? And that's a really good one because not all banks will offer multiple accounts. They may just say you can have one home loan account and one offset account, whereas other banks may say you can have up to 10 offset accounts. And I don't know if any of you have read The Barefoot Investor, but they have in their book, he encourages to have multiple accounts for different things. And I have multiple clients that do the exact same thing. They have an account for their spending, they have an account for their saving, they have an account for just a rainy day. those things can impact the way that you manage your finances and how you like to structure your finances. Going into structure, it's about your loan structure. So ask your mortgage broker, should I split my loan into fixed and variable portions to maximize both the rate and security of offset balances? And how does my loan structure potentially impact the structure of an offset account or redraw? Typically speaking, when you have a fixed home loan account, many banks won't offer an offset facility, but will offer you a redraw facility. So you want to look into that and see how that actually impacts you. And personal fit. You want to understand which option actually suits your income pattern, your spending habits, and long-term financial goals as a healthcare professional. These are really important things you should have a chat to your mortgage broker about, because it may make all the difference in saving you money in the long term. And finally, offset plus redraw equals a smarter structure. So not only does it allow you to maximize your savings and keep your money flexible, it also allows you to build wealth faster. By reducing your interest charges whilst maintaining financial flexibility, you can save thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. It also allows you to, as we alluded to earlier, access the funds whenever you need, but it also has the benefits of reducing your interest repayments. And lastly, if you leverage both these features to pay down your mortgage quicker, you can redirect these funds or savings to other investments. Have a chat to our team. We're here to offer you lending solutions tailored specifically for healthcare professionals in Australia, and we want to make sure that we're helping you save money whilst you're trying to build your worth. Please feel free to reach out to us anytime. I hope that this has been valuable in helping you understand the offset and redraw features and how you can have a smarter structure for your home loan. We're here to help anytime, and I hope this has provided you with some information if you already have your mortgage. Please feel free to reach out to our team. You can reach out to our team via our website. You can email us. You can book an appointment, social medias, just search Healthcare Home Loans and you'll find us. Thank you.